want the ball to fall to anybody else. He just, he probably got a little bit ahead of himself, and David's right. You got to go back across the keeper there.
Seen his name in lights and just lost a bit of concentration, I think.
Yeah. I mean, look, Northern Ireland's success in the past has probably been built on great defensive performances and set piece. Does this team feel slightly different to you because they've got some players with a bit of fizz, like Isaac Price, obviously Donnelly coming in tonight as well, Shane Charles? Do you think it does feel different?
You can see little bits. Certainly Jamie Donnelly, very clever. That little pass sort of towards the end, a little nutmeg, slipped Shay in. I think Isaac's been disappointing tonight.
Yeah, quiet, very quiet.
There's been, not even quiet, I think there's been times where he's a little bit flimsy
yeah.
possession. He's playing a lot one touch. And again, it's something that Michael said down not only with him but the other younger players. When you play the level of opposition that we are tonight, we're going to face in Germany and Slovakia in the qualification coming up, you can't be giving balls away, soft balls in the middle of the pitch. Centre forwards basically playing one touch. If you're in the round, your 18-yard box when you're attacking, you're flicking it into something. Okay, not in the middle of the pitch because there's been 3 or 4 incidents tonight where Isaac.
It's important you don't take too many touches, especially in the middle of the park. But that flick and one touch and not really knowing where it's going,
and knowing Jim, and again, if that had been me as a centre forward going back 20 plus years ago, he'd have been hammering me for taking them one touch, giving the ball away, because Jim would have had to run. But it's important.
Yeah,
it's important at any level.
Yeah,
international football. It's important that you cannot play one touch.
And the other thing, Michael built it around the defensive structure and the qualities of the players he had at that time. They were strong defensively. Not that they couldn't play, but he kind of way set them out. This is what we do, and we're asking questions of the opposition to break us down. Right. The other thing is Ollie Norwood's quality was outstanding, and then they had unbelievable players going attack the ball. That's why they were so strong.
Yeah, no Ballard tonight either. Obviously, is good from the set piece.
Again, Daniel scored a hell of a amount of goals for set play, so he's in missing both boxes.
I think that's why Michael is so good at what he does. He plays in terms of the strength of the players that he has, and that's why we see a change. We have players who, with a bit of flair, who want to get on the ball, want to play a bit of football, and I think that's the big difference. As Jim said, back then we have real strong defenders, and we've done really well in set pieces. So it's a new era. Yeah, it's really exciting to see.
Well, Northern Ireland have 2 more friendlies before the World Cup qualifiers get underway this autumn. It was confirmed that they will play Denmark in their next international friendly away from home before playing Iceland at home. And then it was also confirmed, because Germany beat Italy in the Nations League, that Germany will be our opposition in the World Cup qualifying group. Would you have preferred Italy?
Yes. And I'm sure Michael, and I know publicly, won't come out and sort of state that, but I know, again, the Germans are strong. I know they played out I think it was a 3 each. The Germans were 3-0 up. But all in all, the Germans have always been, even when they're not at their best, they're still very good. The proficient players, the strong players, a lot of the players are still playing in Germany.
And they qualified for major tournaments.
Yeah.
It's boring. they just do it, on a regular occasions. Of course they do. They're such a strong nation.
How good will that Denmark game be away from home as well as preparation for those qualifiers? Good side as well.
I think these 2 games as well as the Denmark as well as the Iceland squad has set us up really well.